advanced boundary information message. So they will never get notified until you receive that. So it's a slightly different situation for inbound flights. Normally you see nothing until you get the coordination message, and then all of a sudden they become coordinated. But the dark green staple comes from receiving an ABI. So it's a little bit different rules for inbound flights. That's only for the first sector. It's a really weird situation. If you looked at two sectors, for example, so here's our flight inbound, and we have sector 1 and sector 2. If that dark green time that we talked about was this long, so we say, okay, here's the dark green time for that sector, and maybe I need to make it a bit bigger because it's the same time. Let's do this. Okay, so for this sector here, this is the dark green notification time, and for this one, roughly there, okay, this represents the same time. So normally you'd expect him to go dark green first, and then him to go dark green first. Oops, but because this is the first cross sector, the only way to make him go dark green is receive an ABI message. So if the flight actually was like flying along to here and actually got to that point, because he's inside sector 2's dark green horizon, here he will be dark green. Yeah, so he'll go from black to dark green. Here he'll go, where's the flight? He has no idea that the flight's there because he must receive an ABI message. It's an odd way that the system works. Of course, if about here we received an EST message, then straight away at that point immediately this sector would be bright green. So you would have the notification. This is normal because here, the first sector is responsible for doing entry coordination to your flight data region. So you would normally expect to receive an EST. You get a warning if you don't have the EST. So this guy will never go grey, black, dark green, bright green. He just goes straight away to bright green on the EST. But here and every sector after is grey, black, dark green, no bright green. Interestingly for this one, because he never gets coordinated. From this position, there's no internal coordination between the two sectors. So it will be grey, black, dark green, dark green, dark green. You get the handover, and all of a sudden, that's when it goes bright green with the white flash, because you get the handover. So that's being driven by a controller event. So we like to make it as complex and difficult as possible so that you don't understand, because it's different. If I look at coordination here, it's different to coordination you receive here, because this boundary we need to follow ICAO, and we must follow the ICAO rules, and that means there's notification, there's coordination, there's all sorts of things going on. Internally we can do other things that we want to do. Yep, ABIs are very useful. They synchronise the times, they confirm the code, they notify the first controller, so it's very, very useful to receive ABI messages. So the team wanted a brief timeout to let their brains process.